EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Black Knights of Houston taking on the Antlers of San Antonio. And I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from San Antonio. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Richardson working from the gun. Drops it underneath for Reese. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Richardson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Richardson. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
On 2nd down now, it's Reese. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And on now is the punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. so dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hey, green. Ball red.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter going to change it up.
Red, yellow. Blue stripe.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Striker, 3-3. Yellow.
Ritter now. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Here's Ritter. Sliding out of the pocket. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Red, Cypress.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they'll have have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Okay,
now it's 2nd and 10. Richardson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. To the 20. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Trouble, 38.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker, the 3rd. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. No score after 1 on EA's. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Go.
And now they'll shift things around. Ritter. And Walker has it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the byline, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Walker. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Antlers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On first down, Reese, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. This is Reese on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play action with Richardson. Flush to his right. Able to slither. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Richardson's throw complete there to Conley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Richardson now on second down. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Richardson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready up. Drill 3.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10.
Ready?
Ritter off the play fake. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, it's Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Walker with a grab, left side. And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Black shot.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's 3rd and 3.
19 right.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And if they're throwing on 3rd down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable of their receivers, and he comes through there with a nice grab for the 1st down.
And this one complete again to Mims. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Fairbairn able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Needle. 560.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Green Jack.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. He'll look downfield for Waller. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
3rd down and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw complete here to Waller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Ritter now on 2nd down. Throw out wide to Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
On 1st down, Ritter. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
3rd and short, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown! Devontae Adams. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Antlers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Richardson looking to throw on second down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That open man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Richardson back to throw it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Working from the gun, Ritter. He'll let this go for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw here caught by Mims. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Richardson off the play fake. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reese. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
That is caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action. Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Reese. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Get it.
Richardson looking to throw this. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Richardson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. Richardson going to change the play here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the ready. Back to 60. Back to 60. Back to 60. 65 down. 65 down. Left wing 19.
Richardson. Drops it underneath for Reese. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown run. run. And the Black Knights put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Blue strike. Black shot.
Here's Ritter. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Ready?
Ritter back to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
White. Red. Cycle. Edo blue. Hey, blue.
Ritter looks to throw it. Gets this to Waller.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Steel. Black. Hey, red.
Ritter. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now Ritter. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Okay, break.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Hold the check. 18 rattle. 18 rattle. Rig alert. Rig alert.
Here's Richardson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should